White Lightning from Angel here in the Electric Ballroom, and we're joined by our good friend, Punky Meadows. Always great to have you on the show, bro. Welcome aboard.
Punky.
Hey, fellas, how's it going? Good to be aboard.
How you doing, brother?
Doing great, man.
We're doing it again, man.
We're doing it again. We're going to blow out them servers tonight.
Yeah.
You know that.
Cool.
You know that.
Shut it down.
Well, you know, I guess most people have been following what's going on. I mean, there's been a huge buzz in the air. You know, Punky Meadows making a solo record.
Absolutely.
You know, there's a new fan page with like 15,000 people already, or 10,000 people last time I checked. Everything is just exploding. I mean, how are you feeling about all this stuff?
Oh, man, I'm psyched. I mean, you know, it's more than I could have ever dreamt of. I mean, you know, everybody's going crazy about it. I mean, this whole Facebook thing is just amazing. All the fans are great out there on Facebook, and I have to give my props to Gina Zamparelli. She's the one that's promoting this thing. I guess I don't know if you know who she is, but she's a promoter from California. She's been in the business for like 30 years, and she's just doing an amazing job. So I have to thank her.
Yeah, me too as well. She's doing an incredible job. We just actually started working together, and we made a group page, and I think, what was it, Punky? In like 4 days, it went up to like 10,000 people or something. It's amazing.
Yeah,
and,
it's amazing. We're shooting for 20,000.
Yeah, and more, brother.
Hey, you know, I haven't checked it since Friday, so I mean, by now it could be over 20,000, right?
We don't. Oh, yeah. You never know.
You never know.
It's in that direction, so that's pretty exciting. And then next we have to hit Twitter, you know, and all that.
Oh, yeah, we're going to do all of that. Yeah.
All that stuff, yeah. Social media is the thing, and I think you have to be into social media nowadays. That's really, otherwise, I think things just die on the vine if you're not into social media.
Well, that's what my next question, you know, I mean, you've been making these iconic rock records for so many years, and, you know, you're probably used to a different way, and now, you know, it's Facebook, it's Twitter, it's likes. It's kind of a little bizarre in a certain sense, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a whole different scene. You know, there's YouTube also, but I mean that's, you know, you have to be out there now. It's a social media world, really, and so that's really where exposure comes from nowadays. And so, you know, you have to play the game. So
I mean, we all wish that Rock Scene magazine was there, where it could just be like, hey, you know, 20,000 people, you know,
circus.
No, but you know, in a lot of ways, it's actually better.
Those really good old days, man. I mean, I love that myself. That was always a lot of fun. And I like to read, you know. So yeah, that's great.
And we also we have a fan page up too, official fan page up for the album. We'll be making updates a lot, and you know, studio once we hit the studio. When we going in, Punky, like the end of May, right?
Right.
Good. So yeah,
that's gonna be great. Yeah, I can't wait to get in the studio. I mean, we've got some good. Danny and I have written some good songs, and can't wait to get in there and lay them down. It's going to be exciting. I love to record because it's just so much fun to create. And like I was telling Danny before, and I want this record to be relevant too. Not, you know, because I like a lot of different types of music, and I just think it's going to be a great record.
Well, you know, it's funny. Yeah, people have been asking me, you know, being inside, you know, us all being label mates, and
absolutely,
you know, I mean, like, you know, and I just tell everybody that this record is going to be more than your expectations. You know, people have got their fingers crossed to the point of arthritis of how great this record's going to be. And from the songs that I heard and what you guys came up with, I think it's going to surpass. And, you know, knowing who's involved in the production, and, you know, not to reveal any names, it's going to blow minds is what it's going to do.
Yeah. That's fantastic. I'm digging it all the way. Hey, I have to say, Keith, I heard one of your songs Danny played for me, and it's really good stuff, man. I love your new CD, man. It's great.
Well, Punky, you know, I love you for saying that.
No, it's true, man. It's true, man. I dug it right away. I said, damn, that sounds good.
Yeah. We were jamming out to that. And,
well, since we're talking about it, it's coming out on May 5th.
Oh, good, man.
We got a release date on that. So, you know, we're very excited about this record. And, you know, well, speaking of releases, I mean, you guys probably think it's sometime maybe, in the fall, right, at this point?
We don't want to put I mean, me personally, I don't think we really want to put a date on it yet, but, you know, that would be great, right, Punky?
It'd be great, yeah. I've said with Danny before, I don't want to rush it just for the sake of getting it out. I want to make sure that it sounds good and that we're really happy with it, you know. So
Yep.
However long that takes, that's what we'll do.
I just want to say, too, as I was telling Keith, I want to tell everyone out there, Punky, I mean, your playing is, you know,
I call it gorgeous.
Yeah, I played something for Keith, and he was like, "Oh my God, that's gorgeous!"
It's gorgeous.
I mean,
that
cool.
You remember that melodic song we were writing at your house? Yeah. I mean, you're on top of your game, brother, and I just, you know, happy to hear that, and I can't wait for the fans to hear that, and they're going to be really excited to hear because really no one's heard much since basically 1980, you know? So
right.
That's true. Yeah.
After all this time and you know.
Well, you know what I think people are going to be shocked about is just like people haven't really seen Punky Meadows in a long time because, you know, Punky's been doing his thing.
Right.
You know, almost, you know, secretly and cool, in a quiet way, you know, but people are always curious. Now they're going to see Punky come out, playing his ass off,
Yeah.
looking about as sick cool as it gets, and delivering a record that's just going to blow mine. So
it's great timing.
Hey, man, you guys are getting me excited.
Yeah. Well, that's what we always say on the phone. Me and Punk, you'll be talking, and we won't stop. We'll always be talking over each other because we're all getting excited over every sentence. We're like, oh, yeah, and then we're going to do this and that. And
Yeah. We're non-stop talkers, man. You can't shut us up once you get started.
You know, the fun thing of this crew of people that we're all kind of involved in is that we've never grew up, and thank God we haven't. I mean, we all still get excited, like 12, 13-year-old kids. You know, you guys, the whole Main Man family in general, it's like, it's all about the passion and love of music, making records, and having fun with it. You know, the business stuff, we know it's a toxic business. There ain't no denying it, and you know, we do whatever we can to put that force field up.
I've always been accused of not growing up.
Good.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. We're never going to grow up, man.
It was funny. I was going to Earl Slick's place a couple of weeks ago. You know, I'd never been up to his house up there, and he goes, well, you know, when you make a right, you'll see a house that kind of looks like Peter Pan.
Oh, really?
And he goes, and it's true, man. It's
That's cool.
You know.
That's cool. I like Earl Slick, too. He's a pretty cool dude, man.
He's a great guy, and he's very excited because his record's coming out, nothing set sometime in the fall, but he was really excited to hear that you were making a record, and he's like, oh, man, I can't wait to hear that.
Wow.
You know?
Good.
Fantastic. That's great. That's fantastic. I saw him when he was playing with David Bowie a long time ago, and he was just great. They gave him a spotlight on stage by himself, and he was great.
Well, I know he loved when you threw the spotlight at him. You know, he's no denying how much he loves the spotlight. And he's probably listening right now. You know, what's up, Earl?
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Earl?
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, both you guys, you know, having two iconic guitar players releasing records like that.